I'm telling you, man, you people, especially the newer ones in MCs, are just 100% certifiable batshit crazy, man. When I saw a post over on Facebook, you know, the ones that pop up in your feed and all that kind of stuff, I was like, you gotta be kidding me. I know things have changed, but damn, have they changed? You know, we're going to be talking about that. But first, I got to give you the news with this pagan stuff. Title of the video, it's about the pagans. So, but you're going to be like, damn, man, he's right. This is bad shit crazy going on out there. Hey, protocol channels, you might want to step up your game, man, since you're trying to teach everybody here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Anyway, KW or KYW. Now, everybody knows that the Wawa thing has been going on for a while. There was 9 people, the pagans, against, I think it was 2 unknowns. Shooting took place. All kinds of hell broke loose in the parking lot. And you got to say to yourself, man, what the hell is with parking lots, man? It's always happening there. Anyway, a 4th member of the Pagan Motorcycle Club has pleaded guilty to charges stemming from last fall's shootout with a rival gang. And by the way, everybody who's new that's listening, get off my back, man. I get it. Don't call it a gang. It's a motorcycle club. I get it. But if I have to read it from the article as is, or they don't like that kind of stuff, so get off my back. Anyway, Eric Rosenberger, 46, of East Greenville, pleaded guilty to aggravated assault and conspiracy. Don't blame the guy, man, because the first one that took a deal screwed everybody over. I'm talking everybody over. Admitted pagans were a gang, the whole 9 yards, man. And they really didn't have any defense left after that schmuck did that. Anyway, he agreed to 11.5 to 23 months in county jail, so he'll get county jail instead of prison. He's going to be sentenced next month. He's requesting house arrest or work release, which, you know what, give the guy work release or house arrest. Come on, man. 11.5, 23 months. Put an ankle bracelet on him. You do it for anybody else. His attorney, Wendy Williams, said he has taken responsibility. The threat of a decade or more in prison weighed into that decision. It usually does. That's where you see who's who. And, you know, reporting on this stuff like for the past 10 years, yeah, most don't do it. They'll start freaking rapping at that mouth real quick when that kind of time gets going on. Probably, you know, the first thing the guy who took the plea deal first did. For him, going to prison or jail for an extended amount of time would be absolutely devastating for his family. And he feels terrible about what happened, and he wanted to take responsibility. Boy, seeing the light, man, when some of this kind of stuff goes down, I'm talking, man, that's what happens. Prosecutors said he was one of 9 pagans who pulled into the Wawa. Everybody gets pissed, especially out east when I do it that way. You know, us Midwesterners, we like poking fun at the Eastern people. On Main Street and Trooper Road in West Norrington around the 17th of October. They saw 2 members of the unknown motorcycle club getting gas. The unknowns drew guns. Well, they got self-defense on this one. I don't think they were arrested at all on this one. And opened fired. 14 shots were fired and 16 people were wounded. It turns out that you don't want to shoot up in a public parking lot because the cops get pissed. And so does civilians because they're the ones who vote and they're the ones who make sure their laws go into effect. That's why you see a lot of gang laws and all that good stuff happening. But damn, man. That first plea deal really screwed everybody over. Like I said, you're facing that kind of time. You're going to see who's men's men right there. and if honor and loyalty really does exist. But this next one we're going to go to, you're going to shake your damn head just like I did, because I never ever thought I would see this. This is how batshit crazy this club scene has really gotten. Everybody in your clubs, your leadership, take your phones away from your members, because this is getting ridiculous, man. Hey, protocol channels, you educational kind of guys. Can you point out what is totally wrong with this kind of stuff? It's funny. They always bash on biker news channels. You're taking advantage of the clubs. You're letting people know stuff that people shouldn't have. Well, for one, like I always say, we only do public stuff that's already out there, Deanbats. But you guys are out there saying this and that. You're pulling stuff from your ass saying, hey, this is what it's supposed to do. Who's giving away stuff, you morons? But maybe you morons can actually take a look at this post and say, yeah, this is like totally not cool. Shadow Order LEMC. For those that don't know, that is a cop club. The ones that bust you, the ones that we've been rebelling against for decades, the ones who call us dirty, stinky. Well, some are. But anyway, criminals and all that kind of stuff. Yes, that's an LEMC here. Cops, made of them. They say from the Shadow Order, never heard of you, by the way. Must be an internet thing, man, because the internet's just popular these days. Politics have destroyed more motorcycle clubs than enemies ever could. Okay, define your enemy, please. You're a cop club. So that means that your enemy is everybody else on the other side of the line. And when I bring up line, I mean that we stay over on our side, you stay on your side. What happened to the days when it was just the Blue Knights, man, and they stayed in their lane, they didn't say stupid stuff, they didn't come on the internet like this. Let me guess, you're a club that threw on LEMC so you don't get your heads bashed in. Just saying. But what would you know about politics and all that good stuff? Backstabbing, lies, side deals. That sounds like a daily work schedule for you cops. Every one of them hits you. Fake handshakes. Yeah, that's you. Power grabs. That's what you are all about. You're pissed that you got beat up in high school or as a kid and you got your badge and now you're looking for payback. Anyway, brothers turning on brothers over ego and control. Man, sounds like you LEMCs are just having a hard time. Good men get chewed up by politics while meaning of brotherhood gets lost somewhere along the way. Now, I do have to admit that I can never understand how a regular person can join a law enforcement club. I just will never understand that. Never. Especially if you're supposed to be some kind of rebel, but we do got rubs out there. And the sad part is a lot of us have lived it. So you've lived it and went and joined a cop club is what you're saying. We've been part of those clubs. We've seen firsthand what politics does to good men and good organizations. I thought they were going to put good women in there. That would have been funnier in hell if you ask me. No matter how strong things start, once the lies, agendas, and power games start over, it never ends well. You can tell what they've been doing on this post is watching all over the internet. That's why I do not interview former member of clubs anymore. One, the club can't get theirs out because they're, they don't want to go to the media. But this is the kind of stuff that comes up with them most of the time. And yeah, they need a voice to get their side of the story out, I guess, but I ain't doing it with them. We are not your normal LEMC. So what are you? If you're not a normal LEMC, what are you? I'd like to know from, maybe people that are Blue Knights or something, what you think of this schluck? Because that's what it is. They claim they're breaking the mold. We kept the culture that mattered. Loyalty, honor, respect, accountability, none of which sounds like a cop. What, you're going to have a cop sitting there like wearing your patch and, they're going to bust you for smoking a joint or something? You can't trust them. You get in a bar fight, next thing you know, they pull their badge out and they're busting you. That's what I don't get about civilians being in the cop clubs. Standing beside your brothers when it counts. I think I just addressed that one. But we eliminated the poison that destroys club from inside out. No games, politics, fake brotherhood, or hidden agendas. Just real men. Okay, we might have a different definition of what a real man is, but we'll go on. Something earned, something unique. Man, you guys are really getting into the protocol stuff, aren't you? You guys must have been watching or reading these education websites. Something people see and immediately want to be a part of. I don't want to be a part of no cop club. No, thank you. Want to be being a part of a cop club. What are you, stupid? In less than a year, they built a foundation. Well, yeah, you're advertising on the internet. Anybody advertising on the internet's going to get the people because their word still means something. You're a cop. Your word means absolutely nothing to me anyway. Brother isn't just a title or a patch word. It's commitment. But it isn't for everyone. Oh, you guys are that hardcore. It ain't for everyone. Shadow Order LEMC, man. This sounds exactly like a damn press release, if you will. They've been scouring the internet in the comment sections or listening to the schmucks in the protocol channels, and that's how they came up with their press release. They hit every damn bulletin point that you hear and read out there. It's unbelievable. I never thought I would see something like that coming from an LEMC, and a lot of schlucks are going to actually believe what they have to say. And next thing you know, there's going to be Shadow Order MC everywhere because that's the way it works. And, I'm telling you, man, it's batshit crazy in the club scene, man. You got people out there pulling stuff out of their ass on these protocol channels, the who, what, why's, where, while they hit us saying, well, you're giving club business out. You morons, it's public for one. We won't cover anything that's not public. So all you have to do is, put in a keyword and boom, a story pops up. So don't blame us. But you schlucks are out there. Well, you should be doing this. You should be doing that. Again, pulling stuff out of your asses. But some of the stuff is true. But who's giving away what now? You got these channels that actually have club members in them, but they won't come out and say who they are, what club they are, because they know themselves they're not supposed to be doing it. But the hypocrisy of trying to throw that back at us. But this is exactly what is happening now. LEMCs are putting out this kind of propaganda material to try to normalize who they are, and you're all falling for it. My goodness, crazy business now. Anyway, don't forget, man, what is it, June 19th, we got a hell of an album coming out. It's going to be something that flips everybody's lids. Don't forget to go to our music channel at Insanity Music over on YouTube, Spotify under Insane Throttle, all the major ones. We're hitting it heavy over there, man. Get your playlists, all that good stuff. We're outie. Rock on.
Outlaw forever. The wait is over. the explosive new album, available June 19th, 2026.
Insane Throttle Outlaw Rock, featuring Insane Throttle and Defiant Afterlife. Get your playlist full of pure rock and metal. Spotify, YouTube, and Apple. Subscribe and crank it up.
Pay my dues. Now I'm back in the fight.